Tonight, these four people meet to compete for the prizes of a lifetime on The Price is Right, presented by RCA, world leader in electronics, and RCA Victor, the name to look for when you want the finest in high fidelity. And now, your host on The Price is Right, Bill Cullen.
To the nighttime version of The Price is Right. Say, you at home are going to have your chance to bid for our fabulous home showcase, which you'll see just a little bit later on in the program. And incidentally, don't forget the showcase includes a $10,000 cash bonus. You watch for it, but right now, let's meet four real nice people, shall we? First of all, our defending champion, back for her second consecutive week, Miss Mabel Bowmaster, a secretary from Uniontown, Pennsylvania. Thus far, she has won $9,053 worth of merchandise. Did the folks at home in Uniontown watch you last week?
Oh, they surely did, Bill.
Uh-huh.
And they're having television all through that county and the neighboring counties.
Isn't that so, just to watch you?
Well, let's say to watch The Price is Right, but I think maybe I do play a part in it for our people.
Well, I sure hope so.
And they're even postponing the PTA meeting.
Postponing the PTA?
For 15 minutes.
It's too bad we couldn't get school called off tomorrow and make friends with some kids in the neighborhood.
Surely would.
Mr. Edward Nicholson, a house-to-house salesman, is next from East Providence, Rhode Island. Are you married, Ed?
I sure am, Bill, and I have 5 children.
May I, there's the applause for the children. May I get personal and ask how old you are, Ed?
I'm 29, Bill, and I was 17 when I was married.
Well, I'll be darned. Well, I don't know what to say, so I won't. Mrs. Mary Holman, a teacher from Pineville, Kentucky, is next. Where did you teach, Mary?
I teach at Bell County High School, Bill. I teach speech and public speaking.
Well, say, I want you to watch me very carefully, and if anything happens you think you can improve, let me know, will you?
I certainly will.
Let's get down here to Mr. William Butt, a yard conductor of Montgomery, Alabama. What are you doing in Montgomery, in New York, Bill?
On vacation, Bill, but mainly to show the city to my wife. I haven't been here since 1918 myself.
Has it changed much?
The subways haven't. Everything else has.
You are very right, Mr. Butt. Now, to start each of you off, you're each going to receive a handsome RCA Victor Globetrotter portable radio in the famous non-breakable impact case. That's the kind each one of you are going to get. Now, June's going to keep that safekeeping, but you all get one. All right, now let's play The Price is Right. You know how it works. We put the merchandise up for bids. You go to work and bid on it. Bid as high as you like. Stop whenever you like. It goes to the person who bids the highest without actually going over the retail value. Now, the big winner tonight gets a chance to come back on next week's program and take on 3 new challengers and so forth and so on. You ready to go? All right, then, take a look over there to your left. Watch the curtains. Here's the first item to go up for bids on The Price is Right.
An exquisite set of crystal, all handmade by master craftsman Lalique in Paris. A fabulous service for 12 of 10 different glasses. They're all beautifully executed in pure lead crystal. And there's more to your set. Complementing the stemware, a water pitcher and decanter, a 5-piece centerpiece set, hand-sculptured of pure lead crystal into lifelike ducks and swans. 127 imported pieces of fine crystal for your home, if the price is right. Price authority, Dom Lalique, New York.
All right, now, that crystal there, delicately balanced. Don't anybody stamp their feet in the audience. Now then, Miss Bowmaster, as champion, you're going to begin. I would like to remind you, first of all, that we're going to ask you to bid at least $50 over the preceding high bid. Miss Bowmaster, you may start wherever you want. They are beautiful, are they not?
Well, my friends drooled last week. If I were to win this, I'm sure they'd drool again.
I'll bet they would.
Well, Bill, I'll say $550.
Opening bid is $550, Miss Bowmaster. Mr. Nicholson, sir.
I'll say $550, Bill.
No, $550 is already up there. You'd have to go 50 over that.
I'm sorry, $600.
$600. Mrs. Holman, $600 is bid to you.
$650.
$650, and we go down to Mr. Butt there on the right.
Do a lot of drinking with all those glasses. $700.
$700, you say? I could do a lot even without them. $700, says Mr. Butt. How about you, Miss Bowmaster?
Well, I'll say $750.
$750. Mr. Nicholson.
I'll say $850.
$850 to you, Miss Holman. Went up a whole $100 there.
Well, let me see.
All right.
$900.
$900, thank you. Mr. Butt, it is $900 to you. Let's see how much you can do now. Make up your own mind, Mr. Butt.
I think I'll shall freeze, Bill.
You're going to freeze? All right. Now then, Mr. Butt's frozen, the 3 remaining. Miss Bowmaster, you're $7.50, top is 9.
$9.50, Bill.
$9.50. Mr. Nicholson, you're $8.50, top is $9.50. Make your own mind up, sir. 5 seconds, Mr.
I'll
Nicholson.
freeze.
Freeze there. All right, so Mr. Nicholson freezes. 2 people remaining. The buzzer sounded. Mrs. Holman, this is your last bid because of the buzzer. You were at 9, top is $9.50, and this is your last bid.
$1,000.
$1,000. Mrs. Bowmaster, you were at $9.50, top price is $1,000, and this is the last bid of the game.
I'll freeze.
It's all over. Here are the bids from left to right. $9.50, $8.50, $1,000 is high, and $700. And in here, the answer. Get ready now. We're soon going to know. You all ready? Take a good look at the crystalware over there. Actual retail value, $1,684. Mrs. Holman, our speech teacher, they are yours. There you go. Congratulations. To your very good health. There you are. To you, right. They are lovely, are they not? A bonus. A bonus, I do declare, yes, ma'am. You have a bonus, Mrs. Holman. You know, there's nothing that matches the beauty of fine crystal like the beauty of more fine crystal. So here, ma'am, is your bonus. You ready? Just, there you are. This is a crystal chandelier. It is all handmade in Europe and imported by the Elite Glass Company. Has hand-cut, hand-polished fine crystal, accenting an antique gold finish brass. Congratulations to you, Mrs. Holman. All right, a lot of chandeliers, we always say. Bon voyage. I like to do that. Oh, the bids are instantaneously recorded on our tote machines made by the American Totalizator Company, a subsidiary of Universal Products Incorporated. All right, everybody ready? We're ready here on The Price is Right. I'll tell you what to do on this one. Watch the turntable. It's going to spin, and here's our next item to go up for bids.
A fabulous billiard table, a full-size regulation model used for championship tournaments. The Brunswick Anniversary model, designed in rich, natural walnut. It measures 4.5 by 9 feet and is completely equipped with all accessories, including wall racks to hold cues and balls, and comes complete with its own table vacuum cleaner. All yours if you make the best bid. Price Authority, Brunswick Bog Collender Company, Chicago.
Probably won't believe this, but I worked my way through school on one of these. Actually, you won't believe it because I didn't. Mr. Nicholson, we're going to start the bidding with you, sir. You go right ahead. I'll see if I can hit the white ball.
Before I make my first bid, I can say the boy, I can see my 2 boys and myself playing on that.
I'll say, boy,
Really wonderful.
you can ruin your wife's nights with one of these.
I'll bid $350, Bill.
$350 is the opening bid. Hot diggity dog. Next one there. Miss, pretty good. Miss Holman, up to you.
$450.
$450, says Miss Holman. All right, how about you, Mr. Butt? You ever play
That
one of
sure
these?
reminds me of the old days.
Oh, it sure does. Me too. What do you make it, Mr. Butt?
I think I'll say $500.
Mr.
Bill.
Butt says $500 without so much as batting a cue ball. How about you, Miss Bowmaster? I don't imagine you ever played pool, did you, ma'am?
No, but I'll sure learn.
It's a good time to start. $500 to you.
$550, Bill.
$550 back to Mr. Nicholson, who started the bidding.
$600, Bill.
$600. You were married at 17. You didn't get much chance to play pool. You have to make up for lost. All right, now, stay with me. Miss Holman, you're $450. Top is $600.
Bill, I played once.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
How'd you do?
Not so good. I knocked a hole in the table.
Oh, that's nice. Well, win this one, then you can repair it yourself if you do.
I'll bid $810.
Miss Holman says $810, our speech teacher. Mr. Butt, you're at $5.
I think I'll say $850, Bill.
$850. Buzzer sounds. Everybody gets one more bid. Miss Bowmaster, this is your last. You're at $550. Top is $850.
$900, Bill.
$900 final bid. Mr. Nicholson, you're at $6. Top is $9. This is your last.
This is my last bid, Bill.
Yeah.
I'll say $1,200.
$1,200, says Mr. Nicholson. Mrs. Holman, who played once, is at $810. Top is $12. This is your last bid.
I think I'll freeze.
You freeze. Mr. Butt, down there on the end, you're at $850. Top is $1,200. This is the last bid of the game, sir.
I think I'll say $12.50, Bill.
$12.50, and the bidding's all over. Here it goes from left to right. Mr. Butt bids $12.50, and we start at the left side. Our champion, $900. Mr. Nicholson, $1,200. Miss Holman, $810. Mr. Butt, $12.50. In here, the answer. We will soon know. Actual retail value is $1,282. Mr. Butt, it is yours. Congratulations. There you are. Pass that down to Mr. Butt there. Hey, that was a real good job of going there, was it not? How do you feel, Mr. Butt?
Oh, just like shooting pool, Bill.
Oh, boy, you really deserve that one, too. Now, everybody at home, if you will, get set because it's your turn to bid at home. Now, you saw our showcase last week. Here it is for you once again. Now, we're going to be showing it for 2 more weeks. You take a good look at the 7 items that go to make up the entire home showcase because everything you're about to see can be yours if you make the right bid. You all ready? Okay, then. Here is what you're bidding for.
A Christmas showcase that includes a magnificent Christmas tree. It stands 11 feet high, and it's made of viscose. And around it, gifts for the whole family. A tiny Christmas package for Mother that holds the keys to... Yes, a beautiful new 1958 Lincoln Lando in the Capri series by the Ford Motor Company. A striking 4-door hardtop, silent riding with new suspension and transmission, custom-fitted interior, and these extras. Radio, heater, nylon white sidewall tires. But that's only one present. Here's another for Sis. The glittering beauty of a diamond heart. Precious platinum set with the brilliance of 21 magic circle diamonds by Rudolph Deutsch of Cleveland, Ohio. A total of 3 carats, exquisitely suspended on a platinum chain. And the gleaming loveliness of a Spidell photo-ident bracelet. The elegant Catalina design, gold-filled and styled for elegance. Now for Brother, a brand new bicycle. The Boys Colt model by Raleigh. It's equipped with 3 speed gears, front and rear safety handbrakes, pump, rear reflector, and kickstand. And there's an extra surprise for the whole family, television in color. An exciting RCA Victor Color TV console. The 21-inch Wentworth model in the Mark series, handsomely designed in mahogany finish. Just one more gift. While Mother enjoys her Lincoln, Dad will enjoy this gift. A fabulous Continental. Yes, the new Continental Mark III convertible by the Ford Motor Company. A luxury design in gleaming white, contrasted by black imported leather. It has every power assist known and includes these extras. 6-way power seat, radio, heater, power differential, tinted window glass, translucent sun visors, power vent windows, and nylon white sidewall tires. This entire Christmas showcase is yours.
Everybody ready here at the studio? All right, once again, we're going to ask you to sort of put your eyes on our turntable, and here is our next item to go up for bids on The Price is Right. A refrigerator and freezer. The RCA Whirlpool Imperial Mark 12 models, designed in handsome decorator colors. The refrigerator has a 12 cubic foot capacity with 4 glide-out shelves and twin vegetable crispers. The 12 cubic foot freezer holds 429 pounds of frozen food and features exclusive fast freeze fan, tight seal construction, and automatic temperature control. Both are yours for the most accurate bid. Price Authority, RCA Victor. Thank you, Tony. And all right, we're going to begin now with Miss Holman. But before you start, Miss Holman, this is going to be a 1-bid item. You're bidding for both items, but everybody gets 1 bid and 1 bid only. Miss Holman, will you open it up, please? Start. You're bidding for the refrigerator and the freezer.
1 bid.
1 bid, so come as close as you can without going over the actual retail price.
I'll bid $950.
$950 is Mrs. Holman's single bid. You all may bid over or under or anywhere. Now, 1 bid to you, Mr. Butt.
I think I'll say $1,150, Bill.
$1,150 says Mr. Butt. So we come now to you, Miss Bowmaster. The man from Montgomery, Alabama says $1,150. What do you make it? from Uniontown, Pennsylvania.
It makes me a headache.
Nearby, my favorite city.
Nearby.
Anywhere at all, over, under, one bid only.
1350.
1350. Mr. Nicholson, you get the final bid. This is the last bid of the game. As close as you can come to the actual retail price. Over or under? Anywhere.
I'll say about 9 1/4.
925, and the bidding's all over. Here are the bids from left to right, beginning with our champion, ending with Mr. Butt. 1350, 925, 950, and 1150. In here the answer. Ready? I'm ready. Actual retail value is, somebody came awfully close, $929.90. Mr. Nicholson with 5 children. Congratulations. How do you like that?
My wife told me I had to win that, Bill.
How many kids you got? 5?
I got 5.
You can sure use this.
I sure can.
Now, Mr. Nicholson, you have your refrigerator and a bonus. A bonus, let me see now. When your wife is going to, she realizes it's going to take a lot of shopping to fill that refrigerator and freezer. So when she goes to and from the shopping center with the 5 kids, here is your bonus to give to her. This, sir, is a Mokuli motorized shopping cart by Messerschmitt with a gasoline-powered engine, does up to 20 miles an hour, has a load capacity of almost 300 pounds, and as you can see, that's not all. Your shopping's been done for you by Don R. Grimes, president of 6,000 IGA food stores throughout North America and Canada. A full 6-month supply of IGA brand foods, including table right meats and cheeses. Congratulations to you, sir. There you guys made, huh?
We won't go hungry for a while, Bill.
Sure won't. Now, we got a little minute here. Let me review. Our champion has not won yet. Mr. Nicholson, with 5 children, has won the refrigerator freezer by RCA Whirlpool and the shopping cart full of stuff. Mrs. Holman, you won the beautiful set of Crystal. And Mr. Butt, who hasn't been in New York since 1918 and in a pool room since he was a child, won a pool table. So, Miss Bowmaster, you have to go to work. Now, if you're all ready, you know how you stand. Get set. Here is our next item to go up for bids.
You are bidding for a trip around the world. A fabulous Flight for 2 first-class deluxe aboard a Super G Constellation of the Qantas Australia Overseas Airlines, traveling in air-conditioned luxury. Here is your exact itinerary. You'll start in New York, and then you'll visit historic London, romantic Rome, Istanbul, and colorful Karachi in the heart of Pakistan. Then on to picturesque Calcutta and the exotic Orient, where you'll thrill to the treasures of Singapore. Then to sunny Australia and the romantic Pacific, visiting New Zealand and other Pacific islands and enchanting Hawaii. Then San Francisco and back to New York, completing this fabulous flight around the world. A once-in-a-lifetime dream come true, if the price is right. Price Authority, Qantas Australia Overseas Airlines.
All right, there you have it. To all of you, the best of luck. I wish that fellow flying a Connie would get his left wing down a little bit. Now then, we're going to begin with Mr. Butt over there. We're going to ask you to bid at all times at least $100 over the preceding high bid. If the bid's 5, go at least 6, as much over as you want. Mr. Butt, you start it.
I think I'll start at 1,000, Bill.
$1,000 is Mr. Butt's beginning. All right, how about you, Miss Bowmaster, our champion? Trying to come from behind.
What a trip.
Isn't that something?
1,200.
1,200 to Mr. Nicholson with 5 children.
I'll say 16, Bill.
1,600 to Mrs. Holman with a crystal set.
1,700, Bill.
1,700 back to Mr. Butt, who's had 1,000 and has a pool table. You cannot take it along, by the way, if you win. Maybe you can.
I think I'll go to 2,000, Bill.
2,000, says Mr. Butt. All right, it's 2,000 back to you, Mrs. Bowmaster.
2,200.
22 to you, Mr. Nicholson.
I'll say 25.
25 to you, Mrs. Holman.
2,600.
2,600, says Mrs. Holman. Mr. Butt, sir.
Bill, I'll say 2,900.
2,900, says Mr. Butt, and we're back to our champion, Mrs. Bowmaster. 2,900.
3,100.
3,100 says Mrs. Bowmaster. To you, Mr. Nicholson.
32.
3,200 says Mr. Nicholson. The buzzer sounds. Everybody gets one more bid. Mrs. Holman, this is your last bid.
Well, this will take just a little time.
All right, I'll tell you where you are. You're 26. Top is 32. This is your final bid. 5 seconds you have.
Oh, this is so wonderful. 4,400.
4,400 says Mrs. Holman is her final bid. Mr. Butt, you're 29. Top is 44. This is your last bid, sir. 5 seconds.
I'll say 4,500.
45. Mrs. Bowmaster, you're 31. Top is 45. This is your last bid. 5 seconds.
46.
46. Mr. Nicholson, you're 32. Top is 46. This is your last bid.
47, Bill.
47, and it's all over. 4,700 says Mr. Nicholson. Here are the bids. 4,600, 4,700, 4,400, and 4,500. The actual retail value in here, it is $4,473. It goes to Mrs. Holman. Third from the left. Congratulations, sir. Oh, boy, there you go. Right down. That's something. The very best of everything. Bon voyage. Hey, Don Pardo, time for you for the final accounting. What do you got over there?
Ready and waiting, Bill. Mrs. Bowmaster, we're sorry that you didn't win tonight, but you certainly were a big winner on last Monday's program. Congratulations to you. And Mr. Nicholson has won the refrigerator and the freezer and the shopping cart and the food for a total of $1,574. And Mrs. Holman has won the crystal and the chandelier and the trip around the world for a total of $6,957. And Mr. Butt has won the billiard table for a total of $1,282. Bill, you name the champion.
No doubt about it, with $6,957, a brand new champion, our speech teacher, Mrs. Holman. Congratulations to you from Pineville, Kentucky. To you, Mrs. Bowmaster, thank you. You did real well last week. Thanks, Mr. Nicholson. Thanks, Mr. Butt. And Miss Holman, you're our champion. You'll be with us again next week to take on some new challengers. Join us again next week when The Price is Right will be brought to you by Spydale. We'll see you then, or tomorrow morning on the daytime Price is Right. Thank you for being with us. Have yourself a good week. This is Bill Cullen saying so long, everybody. Bye. We'll see you around.
The Price is Right has been brought to you by RCA, world leader in electronics, and RCA Victor, first in home entertainment. This week's Honor City is Tulsa and Oklahoma City, where some lucky person will be selected as a future contestant on The Price is Right. So those of you who live in the Tulsa, Oklahoma City vicinity, see your jewelers for details. Transportation for tonight's guest was arranged by American Airlines, American choice of experienced travelers everywhere, and famous for the Mercury luxury leader in the world of flight. Gowns by Samuel Winston. This is a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production in association with the National Broadcasting Company. This is Don Pardo speaking.